My name is Leo Trusande. I'm a pediatrician and direct the NYU Grossman School of Medicine Center for the Investigation of Environmental Hazards. Make no mistake about it, plastics represent an urgent and multidimensional threat to human health. You've heard a lot about micro and nanoplastics today, but that's part of a broader multidimensional problem because there are also chemicals used in plastic materials and chemicals that are added inadvertently to plastic materials that are likely being trafficked to human tissues as a result of plastic exposure, ultimately. What we know about these chemicals, particularly the few chemicals we know about, there's 16,000 chemicals in plastic. We know nothing about 10,000, and we know so much about a small number of chemicals that tells us frightening details. That's particularly about bisphenols used in aluminum can linings and thermal paper receipts, phthalates used in food packaging, flame retardants, per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, nonstick cooking, and oil and water-resistant clothing, not to mention dioxins that arise out of burning plastic in the process of getting rid of plastic, ultimately, that are real problems. These are codified as human health threats by independent scientific entities such as the Endocrine Society, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the World Health Organization, and United Nations Environment Program, just to name a few. And the impacts run from cradle to grave and womb to tomb. That's because these chemicals hack our hormones, our natural signaling molecules that underlie so many basic biological functions to humankind, from temperature to metabolism, salt, sugar, and even sex. We're talking about growth restriction in utero. We're talking about prematurity, 8% of prematurity globally that can be traced just to one chemical that we know about, phthalates in particular. We're talking about obesogens, chemicals that literally make us fatter, at least 50 or so that we know about to date. Contribution to adult cardiovascular disease is quite substantial. We're talking about 50,000 deaths in the United States, $24 billion in lost economic productivity annually as a result of ongoing exposure. And the healthcare costs are particularly real.